Carlos.
Going to tell us the latest. It's been reported that the U.S. troops have arrived in the vicinity in Panama City of the Cuban embassy. Is Carlos the journalist there?
Yes, sir.
Can you tell me what it is you were about to report, sir? Where are you and what's happening?
Well, I am here in Panama City. It's almost in the center of the city. It's Avenue Cuba and Street 33 Street. But also I have a nice view here in my house that I can see the national, the presidency or the national palace very well, and almost the Army main headquarters, Panama Army main headquarters can be seen from here. Well, it's an ample wide view. So I have a lot of things that I could say, but what is most important is that around half hour, maybe 45 minutes, about 20 to 40 American tanks passed through Avenida Cuba and went down to 33rd Street. And everybody in the balconies in my house, in front of my house, were cheering and clapping their hands and saying hello to the Americans. Everybody is really completely happy. After they passed by, another column came, or I think was the same column, but was shorter, a small, less cars than before. Then a little later, about 3 to 4 jeeps with machine gun stopped around the block where the embassy of Cuba is. One is in the corner of the Hotel Roma. One is in the corner in front of our house. They are now drinking cold water. Everybody giving them cold water. And, well, we feel that they are part of us because they are doing what the American nations should have done before for Panama. And that is what I think they should know, that we were going to suffer maybe 2-3 times more if this man stay in power. Well, one thing I want to advise to the American soldiers, in the morning, about 7:30 in the morning, you know, the Dignity Battalion still keep, you know, stealing and going around and shooting. They just shoot to the air when they are going to steal a store. So they want nobody else to do it first. When they do it first, then they tell the people to go in and get. Yesterday, one of the guys who live here told me that there were two persons fighting for the radio, and one of the battalion told him, "You are here to steal, not to fight," you know, and they kicked one of them. Well, the thing is that this morning, a blue Land Cruiser with black windows, but they were down, passed by with 3 guys with machine guns. Well, this same
Thank you,
car
Carlos,
passed by just a few minutes ago with the window off. Well, they are hiding, they are taking precautions, they don't want them to see. My advice
Carlos,
to
the Panamanian journalist who has been reporting to us live from inside his house in the center of Panama. The essence of life in Panama, at least for him, is that the U.S. tanks, a column of them, have made their way down the street, and the population generally cheered and applauded the presence of the American troops in that particular section of town. Bobby?
Thank you. Looting throughout Panama City while U.S. troops continue to search for General Noriega.
And the Panama Canal is reopened.
We'll have those stories and more as the news continues Thursday, December 21st.
Daywatch on CNN. With Mary Ann Laughlin
and Ralph Wingy from CNN Center in Atlanta.
Good morning. American troops searching for General Manuel Noriega and trying to crush all pro-Noriega resistance have added a new priority, locating missing Americans. U.S. officials say they are confident that most of the fighting is over. But sources inside Panama report heavy fighting in a Panama City suburb and say the pro-Noriega forces expect reinforcements. U.S. officials in Washington say they do not know the number or identities of Americans unaccounted for and possibly being held hostage. But they say locating and freeing them is a primary concern. A hotel manager and a CBS journalist were taken from the Marriott Hotel before American troops liberated it late last night. New reports say fighting around the hotel has resumed. The Smithsonian Institution says 11 researchers are missing and are believed to be hostages. 2 American women were held hostage at the airport for 6 hours yesterday. They say frightened Panamanian troops used them as shields to hold off American soldiers.